What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. Pound for Pound himself, and I'm definitely back in the house, and you already know that it's going down. Actually, it already went down September 14th. You already know what it was on the undercard of the one, Mayweather versus Canelo. It was Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matthysse, and it was a great fight. Definitely went down in that fight. I'm just going to touch a little bit about it. Danny Garcia, everybody, got the victory, defeated Lucas Matthysse. He delivered again. I mean, Danny Garcia is always coming through with these high-profile fights, and these good victories, man. All the judges had it for Garcia. One of the judges had it 115, 111. The other judge 114, 112, and the other judge also 114, 112. So it was just unanimous. It was a beautiful performance. Specifically myself, I thought that Matthysse somehow was going to find Danny in the fight because of the inconsistencies in his defense. And ironically, during the first half of the fight, I was telling my buddies I was watching it with, I said, I think Danny's going to get caught with a left hook in there, because every time Danny throws his jab, he pulls that right hand down. It's like it's the quick jab, and then his right hand drops a little bit. And, by the textbook, that's not textbook boxing, but not everybody does it by the book, and people do succeed. So everyone has their own style. So it worked for Danny. He didn't get caught with anything too vicious to the point where it hurt him or knocked him down. He did, however, knock down Lucas Matthysse in the 11th round, shut his eye, real bad. Danny was doing some really good boxing, really good counterpunching, and he had Matthysse frustrated, and it was pretty funny to see his corner actually, when Matthyse's eyes swell up, his corner was actually using the finger instead of the inswell. I mean, they were resorting to everything to try to, get Lucas Matthysse to get the upper edge on Danny Garcia, and he just couldn't do it. I mean, Bernard Hopkins mentioned about Danny Garcia saying, hey, this kid is the Bernard Hopkins of this era. He's tough. He's tougher than a lot of you guys think, and he's the underdog. And, Bernard Hopkins was right. Danny Garcia was the underdog, once again, you know what I mean? And, Danny Garcia won me with this fight, to be honest. I think to this day, Danny Garcia's had some good fights, great showings of his skills and performance. But I think to this day, Lucas Matthysse, at the time that Danny beat him and the stature that Matthysse was at, he's known for power punching. It was dangerous for Danny to even take this fight. The way that Danny beat him, I think to this day, this is Danny Garcia's greatest victory. And I think this is going to catapult him onto bigger and better things. When we talk about the punch stats, I mean, Danny Garcia landed 225 compared to Matthyse's 206. Danny Garcia threw 624, Matthysse threw 566. They both actually equaled 36% on the punch stats. But at the end of the day, when you look at the fight, it's like, wow, what happened? Because Matthyse's eye was just swollen, and he definitely looked like the beaten fighter. So it goes to give Danny Garcia much credit, much props. I mean, much is to be said about this guy. Big fights to come at 140 and 147. Danny Garcia just showed the stuff of a champion. He showed the grit, he showed the will, he showed the skill. He showed that he could box, he showed that he could brawl, he showed that he could counterpunch. He showed everything in a good champion, a good young champion that you want, and it's for the future. Even Danny Garcia, as tough as he is, he admitted that Matthysse hit him right on the chin, and that it was a good shot, but they sucked it up. You know what I mean? That's exactly what you want to hear a young warrior, a young fighter like that say. So, great performance by Danny Garcia. I want to see a lot more out of this guy. I want to see him do great things. Much props to his corner. I doubted him. A lot of people doubted him. A lot of people thought that Lucas Matthysse was going to get the victory in this, and he did not. Danny Garcia wins over Lucas Matthysse, unanimous decision. This is Mr. Pound for Pound, signing out.